guys, Sakinator here again for another battle report with my good man Jono.
Hello.
We played a big ass game of 30k recently. 12,000 points. Wordbearers versus Alpha Legion. No army lists. We basically pulled the models off the shelf, lined them along the kitchen bench, and started hand-picking our armies out.
No.
For us. Yeah. And there's Jono nearly stealing the initiative.
Yeah, I think Lorgar was picked last, like the specky kid back in school. So we went for the bigger toys first, and then Lorgar was like, "Which team can I be on?" I was like, "Oh, alright then, because I'm playing Wordbearers as well."
Yeah, I guess let me just take this Imperial Knight and this Spartan and this Kyberus and the Felglaive. Did I say Felglaive already? No.
Yeah. Felblade.
Fellblade. I think I took the Fellblade.
And then you get the Primarch that can only summon, you can only cast Psychic Powers on a 5 up instead of a 4 up like everyone else. Unless you want to pay another few hundred points for him.
So if you're wondering what the funny deployment here is with our armies, basically we sort of did a modified drop where we actually rolled for each model, each unit basically, to see if they would come on the board. And my first roll, I rolled a 1, and we had designated when you rolled a 1 that was bad. They did. And so they've lost in the teleportation and gone.
Something's gone wrong, yeah. Something's gone really bad.
So moving up that Land Raider, beautifully placed on top of the terrain, and we joked about, I guarantee I'll roll a 1 when I go to move next turn.
The fates aligned, didn't they, as well on that one?
Yeah.
It's usually the case with me. But right, these guys, they're really important. I'm going to have to get them all the way across. Oh, no, immobilized on a small rock. Never mind.
So just getting the Volkite Calivers out there. And obviously deep strike the Melter Jet bikes in behind the glaive to try and take some pew. Nothing like a bit of pew in the rear.
Yeah, especially something like a glaive. It's just a death cannon. I mean, I'm glad they included it, because the whole idea behind it is just it's an anti-Titan weapon, isn't it? Or anti-super heavy. I know it can't stun things, but having haywire, like up to 4 times a shot, is incredible. And in this game, it did absolutely nothing. I think it took 1 whole point and then just sucked a fat one.
I'm gonna predict someone forgot to do a move here, and someone's gonna let me do a takesy backsies later on, because
don't know about
that knight's still stuck in his deployment zone, but somehow he gets a little bit closer later on. Thanks, Jono.
Yeah, you're alright. Maybe we just nudged the table really hard.
No, he would have fallen off.
Yeah, it was a bit shaky up there, yeah. Yeah, and like I said, when we discussed it before, is the sheer scale of a game like this. When you play Apocalypse, and it's like, right guys, you better strap in, because we're here for 5 hours. And you might see, like, my kids running around in the background with Isaac's, just, hey dad, we're just going to wreck the house while y'all playing with your toys. I'm like, yeah, just no running. That was the rule.
That was the rule. Yeah. We spent all day. Yeah, you can play hide and seek, but no running.
No running. No screaming, etc. always the way.
Oh,
I think. Go on, sorry, man.
Yeah, no, you always know, that one of your 5-year-old kids is gonna come flying around the corner, trip, and
Or something.
not only damage themselves, but potentially knock my nicely painted Imperial Knight off the top of the the bridge.
It's always good to explain that.
The good thing about GW plastic, it bounces.
It does bounce. Yeah, DW plastic does bounce. And that is tried and tested, by the way. That is absolutely fuckwittedness, dropping them on the floor, letting your kids touch them like they were holding the Shroud of Turin, and it's like, it's made of glass, and then the next thing you know, it's tumbling to the floor because they've been holding it between two fingers.
Do you remember that day I dropped the Morlock, and the Morlock, rolled and bounced down the driveway?
Yeah, I remember that, yeah. It was
and didn't have a single scratch on it. I was like, what?
Yeah, it definitely bounces GW plastic. So, yeah, this turn 1 just seems to just be all eyes up shooting. And me rolling dice saying, oh yeah, that's a wound and that's a wound. And what you can see from this particular camera angle is just to the right of that Imperial Knight on the bridge is a Dreadclaw. Or is it Special Care? Might have been a Dreadclaw. One or the other. Well, it's full of Galvo back, which for some reason I decided to hold back for a while. Just let them chill out in a giant metal coffin that flies around.
Yeah, that's the Dreadclaw. I think you've only got 5 Galvor back in there.
Yeah, it's
only 5.
Capacity of it, only 5.
I love how the Ashen Circle are just all bundled in a little circle up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because of the Deep Strike.
Yeah.
It's like, oh hey guys, if you could just place a template right on top of us, you'll get us all. Yeah. Piss poor planning. But
I tell you what though,
usual, I guess.
had you put them in over near my Volkite, I probably would have been in a bit of trouble down that flank.
Yeah, I mean, we're just waiting for him to come out of that Land Raider. Well, I mean, I had melter bombs. See, that was the other thing that we did, is rather than just select profiles, we had the red books open, and it was a case of, if somebody could take something, then they had it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Sergeant always had artificer armor and always had melter bombs and etc. etc. They were pimped out. They may not have been max size or anything like that, but they were definitely full.
Yeah, it is one of those elements I like out of 8th edition. I know there's a lot of things we don't like about 8th edition for 40k, but I think that playing the game at that power levels where everyone has everything and you can just turn up at club and just bang out a list quickly and there's no sort of fapping about, and there's that... And
don't get me wrong, I do like the granulation, but I do like you say, it's a very quick way to just pick up an entire game and just say, oh, hey, yeah, I've got 75 power level. Boom. Like, oh, have they got melter bombs? Yep.
They got all the things. They've got all the things.
They've got all the toys.
So we're getting lots of shots off here in the first turn. I honestly thought there would be more units on the table first turn, but we didn't roll that well.
Oh no, it's awful. Absolutely awful rolling.
And then the other challenge is when you have so many points on the table already is nothing's left at the end of 1 or 2 turns.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff just loves to explode. And I think that's where that's what they've done to compensate with the apocalypse rules, with the glorious interventions and the specialist strategic cards and stuff that get used, is that you can kind of recycle some units, can't you? Some armies allow you to recycle destroyed units quite quickly. So there's always something going on. I can't remember what you shoot me here with. I think it was heavy bolters on the side of one of those tanks. Oh, like, yeah, I'll casually send 50 shots into that.
Yeah. Suspensor webs are really good. And I think this is coming from the Imperial Knight, though. Because I'm chewing off some hull points there. Oh, no. It may have been the jet bikes.
Oh, could well have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Sky Slayer Squadron.
So we've got that ion shield on the angle.
Yeah. I had to, I think, didn't I? Would have been an absolute shit show if I hadn't.
Well, you could have...
I'm saying that, yeah.
You could have drawn... you could have actually drawn some priority away by not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because I think you took the shot from the knight to make sure you avoided the shots from the melters on the jet bikes.
And then I ended up drawing fire from the last cannon, didn't I?
Yeah.
And that angle I wasn't covered on. And I think that's just poor planning. It's very very easy to turn around and say, oh, we're playing a game with all the things, and all that seems like it could be okay there, but
yeah,
still a decent amount of planning that goes into a game like that, just so it's not an absolute wipe in the first turn.
Yeah, and I think that's probably important too, that especially when you're playing with mates, to be flexible around what's happening. Oh yes, Armadillus Dynat.
There he is.
He's quite a disappointing character, to be honest. He has not done well in many of my games ever. I think I need to buy that Kabuki Alfarius model.
Just for the looks. Just to show him off.
Oh, you know the rules though. Once they're fully painted, they're always going to die.
Yeah. Great plastic invulnerable saves, yeah.
So this is your tactical squad deciding to be heroes.
Yeah,
and
absolutely annihilated.
It's probably the only thing that Dynat and Score are going to probably be very nasty at.
Yeah.
Versus the tacticals. But I think the idea was to try and draw some wounds to make it a bit easier for your Gal Vorback, because apparently Gal Vorback need more help.
Yeah. Near invincible, demonic.
And that's a lot of dead
troops.
A lot of dead dudes being removed there.
I love picking models up after I put them down on the table.
One of the things I do like about Dynat is he gets to attack with both weapons, right? Yeah, and so he can divide his attacks. So it does give you that flexibility that if you need to, you can, chuck a couple of attacks on the sword.
Yeah, you can just take out the casually armored tacticals. Just AP3, bang, they're done. And the other thing we didn't really use, and I noticed it's quite strong in our meta, is apothecaries. It wasn't anything we thought, oh yeah, cool, we've got apothecaries, let's play fun times with those. I think they would have helped. Well, and we discussed his rules quite at length because he's an unusual character, and then the fact he was partnered with Auto and Score, and we discussed his rules at length, and we were like, yeah, these guys really can't punch above their weight like someone like Pollux and some of the other characters. Like Zardu, obviously, you'd never get him into a fight unless he'd really stack the psychic powers.
Well, it's just those
Warguard could hold his own.
Those blade slaves with Zardu are just sick.
Murderers. Yeah.
So we're going in for a bit of a zoom.
Happened. I lost Zardu, didn't I? He rolled a 1 on his deployment.
Yeah, he did.
And I was like, oh well, never mind. It's casual. 450 points just disappeared or whatever he's worth.
Oh, this is all you're shooting out of your claw.
Yeah.
And I think armor save.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Look at how many Ashen Circle died.
Yeah. They're another one who just turn up for the party. Seems a bit like, Oh, hey guys, oh, no, never mind. Sorry for disturbing you. I'll go back on this table over here.
Yeah, that was a successful deep strike. Guys?
Yeah, just for one dude left on his own, I think it was.
So I think going for a bit of tactical on tactical. Oh, I love that angle.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Mind the artwork in the background. I think I was chasing an immobilised result on you. Land Raiders, you backed it up.
Yeah, I love a bit of doing your job for you. No, don't worry, I'll just crash that into a building, it'll be okay.
Yeah, I think I did a bit of that for you later on when the fire raptor strayed a little bit too close to your knight.
Oh, that was brilliant.
You can't write that stuff. You cannot write that stuff.
No.
So I think, you're trying to really protect your casual glaive. And you almost took them out. I think I was left with 3 or 4 left in the end.
Oh, the bikes, yeah.
Yeah.
So dangerous.
And trying to make sure, because that's a Death Storm drop pod, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Those are always fun. I was like, let's just read the rules on this again, because it's been a while. It does what? Oh, right. Oh, that was it. That thing even took a whole point off the glaive, didn't it? Because
yeah.
we were laughing about its. It hits on ballistic skill 2. Ballistic skill 2, so it hits on 5s, and we were like, haha, it's not going to do. Oh, it's strength 8. Oh.
Fails
That's
for 10.
That's a penetrating hit,
Yeah.
I think the other thing you've got to watch for in a game that size as well is forgetting units.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I forgot
And
to
we
do
did that a bit because, like, when you're moving the big thing and you want it to be able to shoot, you're, like, focused on that, and then you turn around and go, oh, half my army hasn't moved.
Yeah. We only really got 1 psychic phase and nothing happened.
Yeah.
No, we're done with that now.
Yeah.
Too late.
Just chewing off some wounds with the knight. Now the tacticals who have popped out of the Land Raider.
$1 dice off eBay.
I mean, they were a big hit at the Warhammer event between Dorchester and that's the
There we go.
Yeah, death counter.
Casual. Yeah.
3-1 at the end of turn 1.
Yeah.
And then the reinforcements arrive. And they're like, hey, we're here to play too.
And then everything seemed to look like
Yeah.
I had no models and Isaac had all the models. Like, there's 2 fire raptors, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
and there's
but
a claw, and there's another drop pod, and surprise Galvorback, and there's the special K. There it is. And then your boy Alfarius turning up in the top left there. Like, oh hi guys, I'll just outflank. Oh, poor Alfarius, when we were tidying up, I was like, such a cool conversion. And dropped him on the floor. Smashed into a million pieces.
That's okay. So those Lightning Claw Tartarus Terminators have gone under some modifications since this game.
Oh, yeah.
They've become Alpha Sallys.
Yeah, so for anyone who hasn't seen that, there's a superb post. One of the gents who are going to AdeptCon, and he's painted what looks to be some very, very weathered Imperial fists. And then as you start to look closer, in the gaps in the weathering is a very, very clever chipping effect. and you can actually see the Hydra in the blue armor, the Alpha Legion.
On the breacher shield, yeah.
Yeah, on the breacher shield and on the shoulder pad of the Legionary. And it is absolutely incredible.
It's fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, it's just out of this world incredible.
Their
And the
hats.
whole force is themed like that.
Hats off to anyone who paints with yellow. My God. I just tried it on one and I was like, no.
No.
Nope.
No.
I'm like, I'm doing really well. I'm doing lots of light coats. Nope. Nope.
It's frustrating. But when it's done, it's incredible again. And
Absolutely.
I think that's why I tried to minimize it in my Templar. I just thought, I've seen how hard this is regularly. I think I'll just do small accents in yellow rather than big, huge chunks.
And that's my 8-year-old walking around with a cricket bat. I swear he's not using that on other children.
Yeah.
They give as much as they get.
Yeah, definitely.
It just really sucks having 2 kids exactly the same age. I mean, it just really gets in the way of us being able to responsibly parent and game at the same time. Seem to doing some mathematics here.
Yeah, I think we're just trying to work out, or we're hunting for those bloody blast markers that we couldn't find.
It's so frustrating when you take those things to an event and you're in the middle of a game and someone asks can they borrow them and then they disappear.
Yeah. But you make me laugh. The whole irony of that statement. The fact that apocalyptic blast markers have wandered off, successfully disappeared.
Yeah. So I think eventually we reside to the fact that we can't find them.
Yeah.
And it's not like you play an APOC game every weekend, no. It's unusual.
Always nice to have them, aren't they? Here we go.
Alright.
God knows what's
All
going
the shooting's coming on here. Some good rolling, straight up. Oh no, that's the scatter.
Yeah. There was a fair bit of that.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the middle of that marker is big enough to count.
You got a lot of hull points left on that, though. I don't think it goes down then, does it?
No, it's a little bit later on.
There's the Kyberus has arrived.
Yeah. I think at that point, what does the book say? I don't know. Get the book. Yeah, it's cool. What does that actually do, though? Wow, it does this.
Yeah.
Plasma blast gun.
10-inch. Just a casual 10 inches.
Yeah. Alright, and in fact it can, rapid fire essentially. Yeah, just blow everything up with it.
Yeah, may as well. I was really disappointed actually you didn't have more units closer to the glaive.
Yeah. Even when that thing scatters, it's still not scattering, is it? It's too big.
So there's a 5-inch scatter there.
Yeah. There's another casual, massive anti-Titan weapon being used against regular troops for, complete overkill.
Can I give you a little hand slap there?
Yeah. Make it a bit genocidal instead of regular explosions.
All the things, it's like, you got to take that glaive down.
Still enjoying the fact that it was such a threat.
Oh, absolutely. This looks like the rotor cannon. from the night.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. We spent a few minutes searching for the rules for that as well. And realised they were Questoris Knights, weren't they?
Yep. I think some more peel into the rear of the glaive.
These are missiles at this point, aren't they? This man's gone. Yeah, I think I'll use that big flying ship that I've got here. Just enjoy this casual rectal probe. Explosive missiles.
That's one. So. And yeah. Glaive removed.
Yeah, there he goes. Baboom. And he was just not, it wasn't, everything was just out of range to take the big blast, wasn't it? It's just ever so slightly shy.
I think we've got the triple Lastic coming up. It was very uneventful too, wasn't it?
Yeah, you forget just how, when something comes on, you go, right, that's an ordnance weapon. And you go, well, can't fire it because it's just moved.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The same thing happened with my, was I using the Sicaran? No. What was he using?
I don't think the Sicaran was the Venator wasn't on yet.
Oh, it was the Venator, yeah. But it wasn't on at this point. It was a case of, yes, it's got the big...
Oh, we were putting the...
laser destroyers and this, that and the other, and you were like...
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, it can actually fire.
Putting the... Oh, God, what are they? The heavy bolt guns on the Raptor, and the other one has the
the Avenger
auto
bolt
cannons.
guns.
Yeah, Avenger bolt cannons. Yeah.
Surprisingly good.
Yeah, we're talking about the designating the weapons. At that point. Because that Land Raider wasn't enough. I think the Land Raider actually, when it came to Laz, just whiffed all the rolls, didn't he?
Yeah,
on the night.
Okay, I'll kill you, but it's not today.
Not today.
I am very, like I said, I'm very aware that I never actually moved a whole lot during the entire game. And when we discussed it afterwards, I was just like, yeah, don't know why I didn't move. Should have come blazing out of my own deployment, and then I realised, it's a good chance to completely immobilise my entire force, but yeah, why not?
Yeah, getting some revenge here.
Those dig bikes were destroyed all but down to one, I think, weren't they?
Yeah. I thought those tacticals would actually... When they jumped out of the Land Raider, I thought they were actually going to cane my tax. It's my cavoodle in the background there, being cool. And if anyone is wondering why Isaac has the fan there, that's because when Jono's rolling hot, we need the fan to
cool it down.
Oh, there's a bit of man love going on there. A bit of
never turned on.
I don't think you could see much actually. The Derideo.
Yeah, no. It's all about positioning in a game like this, isn't it? You have to really sort of think, well, where's the biggest threat? And why have I put anything that can counter it on the other side of the board? Because once you're done, you're done.
Here we go. Yeah, I guess you can try and shoot my Imperial Knight.
So the permission, pew pew. Fellblade accelerator cannon right down the throat.
Oh no, Laz. Yep.
That was the last guys again.
Laz goes first into the drop, but we knew we were going to have a bit of action over here. Pop.
Oof. Yeah, there it goes. Oh yeah, that was it. The Dreadclaw got burst, didn't it?
Yeah.
Eventually. And all the Galbovax went, surprise! That's Galbovax tends to do.
Just you're casually scaring Bono off there.
Yeah. Oh look, more blasts.
Okay.
Now, at this point,
Yes.
the Fellblade being exceptionally
Yes, we got line of sight.
Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah, of course you can. What do you need? Oh, casual 3 or something. Yeah, right, okay, so we didn't really get any scatter.
Oh, yeah, no, you got a 6-inch scatter.
Yeah.
A 6-inch zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so picked up the Land Raider, didn't do anything to the Land Raider.
Yeah, just clicked.
Did do something to the Fire Raptor.
Yeah.
Just a casual 6.
So, yeah, massive blast. Scattered directly onto the Fire Raptor. And then Strength 10 just penetrated it immediately and just blew it out of the sky. And we were hoping that would then scatter into the path of the dig bags.
Still laughing.
Sadly,
Still laughing.
Just because I didn't expect it at all. Yeah, that's dead. That's well and truly dead. And I think that was my significant win for the game. My own guy died, and you managed to blow your own Fire Raptor out of the sky. I was like, yes, I'll claim that one. Oh. Still surveying everything that's going on. Oh, I forgot, about that.
Yeah, I think you had a phone call from the wife. Oh, what came back? Oh, yeah. When did he come back?
Here we go.
We're trying to work out the path that it goes on.
Yeah. Yeah, we were discussing.
Oh, that's right. I think we were trying to see if it would go on to your Contemptor Dreadnought.
Yeah, I had a talent, didn't I? And,
Yeah.
They were hidden in the back. Everything was moving through cover at that point. Like, oh yeah, here we go. Oh, this is it.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye. I didn't even get to shoot all its weapons, remember? Because it came on and it was pointed the wrong way because I didn't think the glaive would die so easily.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't even shoot your knight because it was out of the arc.
Yeah.
So that was a expensive deep striking Fire Raptor.
It really was, yeah. Really expensive.
So I feel like there was a bit of rebalance here. And that's me doing the smoke signals from what was left from
everything, yeah.
And then
the longer the game progressed, the more we were it became a lot easier to see that there was going to be a clear winner. I think that was the last of my Ashen Circle, wasn't it? Just getting casually murdered off the board. Well, they were about as effective as a chocolate teapot.
Chocolate teapot.
Yeah, just deep strike and dead. So, oh, well.
Yeah, well, I was a bit disappointed because I think I tried to work out with the deployment of the Land Raider, and it's got Terminators in it, Cataphractii Terminators. I think I was trying to force your Special K into that same zone as the Knight.
Yeah.
Because where's Lorgar?
He's in the Land Raider.
Ah, he's in the Land Raider, that's right. But I think you take the Special K and actually... Oh, no, the Dreadclaw, that's right. So I charged into the Dreadclaw, thinking, this is a good idea. I can't have these guys just flying out around wherever they want to go.
Yeah, randomly wrecking shit they touch.
Kaboom. And...
Yeah.
Surprise!
Like, oh, you had those in there the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, who doesn't love?
I think there's something in that, like, I'd love to play a game where you, like, play really big points and you just play with someone that you trust, that is not going to cheat or anything, but you don't tell each other what you're bringing and you don't tell each other what's in what. Because sometimes I sort of feel like you miss that realism of knowing, okay, well, do I want to blow this vehicle up? Yeah, I'm going to blow this vehicle up, and whatever's inside, we have to deal with it. And then all of a sudden, you've got a big unit of Galvor back.
And you were like, that was my wife on the phone. I'm going to have to go. Sorry, Galvor back. Yeah.
But this is you trying to work out what you actually have left on the table.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I came very close to losing. Very, very close to losing in that turn. Just having not a great deal of anything effective left. And I think, there they are.
It's another 5,
miraculously survived. And obviously you've got, to the right of the pitch there, you've got Dynat and Otto and Score just chilling out.
Well, if it wasn't a full Talon... If it wasn't a full Talon of Contemptors over there when you actually get out with those Galvor back, I think the Galvor back would have done a lot more damage.
Yeah.
But, that's right.
There's another,
4 Contemptors.
That's what the other set was, 4 Contemptors are just sat there casually tickling each other's nuts. And I don't even think anybody can take that tank if they're not militia, but, whatever.
Yeah.
Here we go, there's the Sikarin.
Oh, guys.
You notice that there's a predator group there on the left, casually scaling a mountain, and, my reinforcements arrived and didn't move at all. Oh, yeah, the Land Raider.
Oh, Land Raider charging.
Immobilize. Oh, I did a tank shot, didn't I?
Yeah, you did a tank shot.
Yeah, I did a tank shot.
I did a Death of Glory with a... You explaining me you can fuck off, or... What would you like to do?
Casual, put a melter bomb through the front windscreen or something, just see whether he can do it. He's like, I want to do that. I went, right, well, he failed, so he's dead. And he's like, what? Yeah, no, sorry, get him off the board, he's dead.
Yeah, I actually thought the whole unit died, but it was just the only one that can do damage. The rest pass the leadership after he dies. And they're good, aren't they?
Yeah, they just backed off. And obviously, you can take advantage of that, because if they don't fall back, like if you surround them with your units and then force them to fall back, they're automatically destroyed. Which is a neat trick. People use rhinos to circle around the back and then tank shot something. And then the other fun tank shock is absolutely a Thunder Blitz from something like the Fellblade or a Glaive or something like that. It's essentially just having a knight stomp all over the top of them. Just D-strength hits everywhere. Like, yeah, I don't really like that unit or that tank. I'm just going to ram it. And count as armor. I think it counts as armor 9 or something like that. It's always good fun.
Used to see a lot more tank shock in 5th and 6th ed.
Yeah, I think because 5th ed you had the you could actually kill something by glancing it.
Yeah.
The damage tables were a bit bonkers. Even being glanced was dangerous. Like, oh yeah, you've casually blown off the main gun, so this very expensive Predator that you're using now is essentially just a square box.
Oh yeah, because you got is a Talon, wasn't it? 3 Predators that came on.
Yeah, 3. There were. Yeah, there was a group of them up there.
And we were trying to shoot them into the Raptor.
Yeah. Because I was using the accelerator cannon, so it was 12 shots, start firing in that arc.
Yeah.
But at strength 7. I just thought, well, I didn't really have any other good target priority at that point. I may as well try and...
Yep, we got range.
It's good enough to take down a flyer. It really is. Just that speculative sort of...
Night on night.
Shots, yeah.
I think I'm down to 3 hull points at this point.
Yeah, and that ties back in with not prioritising my fire. And just thinking, I'll take little bits of damage off everybody, and it was really a terrible mistake to make. Because that's what you definitely did right. You picked a big threat like the Glaive and just said, no, I want to delete that one first. Because...
I think you have to do that in APOC games. You have to, really try and get rid of the...
danger. And I guess that's how you classify it, isn't it? It's what, even though there's so many big things on the table, what is the most dangerous at that point?
I think we're making the kids have some dinner and stuff at this point. Sauces and drinks.
Yeah.
Nothing like some mini sausage rolls and mini meat pies for the kids.
It's nothing like kids that decide that they don't want to eat for 6 hours or drink. And you're like, well, why didn't you tell me you were hungry on Thursday? Oh, I was having too much fun. Right.
So I think there's a lot of blue on the table at this point, isn't there? And you've still got a fair chunk of word bearers in deployment waiting to come on. So we've got the lightning come on and trying to... Did you unload all your payload on that one?
Yeah, it took
Or
quite a
4?
few hull points off the plasma blast gun tank. I can't remember the name of course right now. But it wasn't as effective as it could have been. And I was going for that, sunder and cause a serious amount of damage, and then whiffed completely. Even with all the ground tracking auguries and everything else that I'd given it. I was like, yes, it's gonna smash some face.
I think that's us having a bit of a laugh about the poor rolling at that point.
Yeah. And Ethan there on the right, who's been asked to keep a track of the dead and who got wiped out in deployment. At this point he's gone, no, I stopped writing things down, I got bored. It's like, well, we've only been doing this for, 3 hours. Right, I see. Never mind then.
Well, yeah, because at this point it's like, what's left to come on?
I don't even think we made it all the way through the turns, did we? We didn't get to turn 5.
Is this... No, this is still turn 2 or 3?
Turn 3, I think.
Must be your... No, it must be... Oh, I've lost now.
Well, your Raps has turned up. And then my the rest of my everything turned up, so it must have been turn 2 or 3.
Yeah. I think that's the other thing when you're playing a game this big. I mean, no one wants to call it early, but knowing when to call it is always good too.
Yeah.
I think at the end of this...
Get lost, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I know this... Lorgar was in the Spartan, not the Land Raider, so that's him down in the bottom right-hand corner where he's come on.
Just behind the Knight.
Yeah.
And Alfarius is in the shadow here on the left. And I think at the next turn you just fly that straight away. You just go nope,
yep.
And then you fly full life 36 inches away.
Out of the range of those predators.
I'm not staying there to get shot to death, yeah. I was like, maybe I can immobilise you at that point. And you're like, no, I'm gone. See you. Ain't no immobilising going on here.
Yeah, you're like, are you really going to jink? Absolutely.
Yep. I'm going to jink, fire flares, I'm going to table flare, whatever it takes. I'm out of there. Yeah.
It's you just casually abusing your dice.
Yeah. It's always good to give your dice a little bit of encouragement.
Yeah. Just picking off those jet bikes one by one.
Yeah. I think because I was annoyed at them at that point. They'd already done the damage, but I thought, I'll be spiteful. Get rid of them.
I mean, depending on what you take, but sometimes it can be really difficult to deal with those Lords of War. It's not like, you take a mech army and, oh man, mechs seem to really shred my fell blade whenever I take it.
Oh, like Phalanx and things like that. Oh, the big guys, the Thalatars.
Yeah, the Ulana or whatever it is.
That's the giant death train.
Yeah.
Ulanor. I struggled against just regular Krios tanks.
Yeah, Krios.
Especially with the flare shield and stuff.
They're the Venador, like Sicarian Venador equivalent. Yeah. Are they?
And just the crazy shit where they count as armor 15 on the front and stuff.
Wow. I think prioritising the shooting here, and I think you've realised at that point the fatal mistake of just not finishing the units off.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was certainly what we discussed in the breakdown afterwards, wasn't it? Like, yeah, maybe you should have paid more attention to them. Whereas a lot of the time I was just glad to be out of the house and getting a game in and having fun with friends.
Poor old
Ethan.
Ethan.
More seriously, yeah, might not have sucked giant testes, yeah. But again, that's the other aspect of our game. Really, is no matter who won, there was crazy shit like Isaac shot his own dude out in the sky.
Well, you always look for those, don't you? They're the ones you always laugh about, like 6 months later.
Oh, you remember that time when you shot your own fire out of the sky? Yes, John. You should keep reminding me of that. I love it.
Yeah. And here you go. Gal Vorback versus Score and
the best
Dynat.
He goes, do you want a challenge? I was like, yes.
Like, cool.
Why would I not? It's alright, so, yeah. Oh, yeah, we've both got, we've both got Initiative 1 weapons. Right, cool. Right, I'm just gonna swing at you. Yeah, you've got 1 wound and I'm on full strength at this point. And you're like, yes, the dreaded Gal Warback, Dark Martyr. Immune to fear, because we had a whole discussion about fear and fear causing and being fear immune, and then remove him. Yeah, remove him. Yeah, done.
Yeah. I think
it was a foregone conclusion, that really, when Galbo getting into combat with
five attacks.
I say non-dedicated combat troops. You're asking for trouble.
5 attacks on the charge.
Yeah, rage. And I think I lost it though, didn't I? Because I multi-charged.
You say something. You said something before too about the apothecaries. Do you think that influence in our meta has come because you and I both play word bearers?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, the amount of times that I've rolled on Dark Channeling and lost the ability to take an apothecary because I've gone demon.
Yeah.
And it's incredibly frustrating because being a character, obviously they're stuck and they can't join anybody else. So you've just got casual apothecary wandering around. That was a waste of points.
Which console is it the word bearers can't take? Because I thought we couldn't take an apothecary, but we can take a chaplain.
Oh, it was we can't. Apothecaries can't join demon units.
Ah, that's right.
Primus Medicae can.
Yeah. Oh, and the challenge with the apothecary is they can't join a unit that can deep strike. Is it? Well, there's something else.
Yeah. Well, obviously, when you roll for Dark Channeling and you become a demon in the unit, then the poor apothecary that joined it actually is removed from it. And it's one of those weird interactions of rules that I don't think was ever planned for. Where you say, right, well, this apothecary is deploying with that unit, and then now I'm going to roll for my Dark Channeling. Shit, it's a demon unit, so it's now deployed 2 inches away, because of the rule, if you're within an inch, you automatically snap to it. You can, but he's then on his own, and he's stood holding his dick in the middle of nowhere. And you're kind of like, well, that's annoying. Yes, great, I've got 5 up in Rumble Save and that cause fear, but I really wanted that guy there for the feel no pain, so... And then, based on the discussions we've had with tactics with word bearers, is obviously, you fill the whole unit with 20 dudes, because it's mathematically better for you.
I'm not sure what we're negotiating here. We're negotiating.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, we're negotiating.
I believe
how
there was a discussion of on the way in, I took a wound, and then on the way through that combat, I took a wound, but it was on a different model.
Yeah.
And we were like, well,
and then it was a different model that had done the challenge, and then
we were like,
Score and Dynat aren't actually in the same unit as well.
Yeah.
So then we had to divide the attacks, and then the challenge was outside that as well.
Yeah, we kind of fluffed up the initiative steps.
Because your Dark Martyr had 1 wound left, and then another one of the guys had 1 wound left, and then we were trying to work out how the wounds are going to get allocated then. I mean, Dynat and Score are dying here, but...
That's some ugly rolling that, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 6s and a 5, and you roll a 4 and a 2, and then rolling that afterwards. It's like, invulnerable saves. Oh wait, no, that's strength 10 because they're strength 5, so it's double out. So it's just kablamo.
Well, there's the problem with his power with a hammer, isn't it? Like with a thunder hammer.
Yeah. Just incredible units, and then to let people run them in blocks of 20, just to really shiver upon them.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah, I remember we're having this whole. I'm not sure what happens in this case. And you're like,
Yeah.
who cares? I've got to take 50,000 invulnerable saves.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah.
I'm like, right, I'm just going to allocate the remaining 20 attacks. Poor Score. He was wounded anyway, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Dynak just went, sorry guys, I went home, and then Score was like, but I'm only on one wound. I think that was from some garbage as well. Didn't the tactical shoot at him? And out of everything, it was just like he rolled a 1 for his save.
Oh, yeah. He's got the artificer armor, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Just a lucky shot.
And we had to go back and have a re-look at it because we're like, oh man, how could Dynak and Score not like kill a single Galvorback in close combat?
And then that's when we discovered the whole, oh, you know he's got a sword as well, and he can choose to use that instead of, and you were like, oh, goddamn.
Which is a big deal in that situation, isn't it?
I think so. We had a whole discussion about the fact that if you could make Galvorback armor 2, Artificer armor in the whole unit, they'd be absolutely broken as shit. And they're already very strong, but they would just be unbelievable, like suzerain unbelievable.
Yeah,
2 wounds, tough 5, strength 5, 5 attacks on the charge. You can give one of them a power fist and one of them a melt gun, which is my favourite loadout. As to one of the club members' surprise, we were playing a large battle and he was like, yes, here is my here's my Ironman. And I just hit him once with a melter and he failed his invulnerable. He's like, well, he's dead. Next. Right in the middle of it.
Next.
Just after a Typhon exploded, yeah. Yeah. So close. So close that game.
We don't see enough typhus at the club.
Yeah.
Nathan needs to bring his. So I think we're pretty close to the end of the turn here as well.
Yeah. Really close. It was at this point that the whole discussion was, what can I actually do to recover from that?
Yeah. And like it's just overwhelming, isn't it, when you look at that dead pile going into turn 3.
Yeah, that's what you just turned over.
And so much shooting left.
Giant
and then so I think I had a infiltrating unit of vets that came on right next to your Galvorback, and I'm pretty sure your Galvorback just destroy them. I was trying to work out how does he move, how does he go down that, and then it's sort of like he slides.
Yeah. And we were talking about the that Dreadclaw there. Yeah, there you go. See ya, I'm out of here. Fuck that. I don't want no more of those predators in my atoll. And we were saying about if there weren't so many contemptors there, the Galvorback would probably have just casually chewed through them.
Yeah.
But because there were 4, and they had the opportunity to just unload. Because weren't they Mortis? A couple of them were Mortis, and a couple of them were Power Fists. Here they are, rewards of treason.
Yeah. Who painted those models, Jono?
I don't know, somebody with no eyes or something. Terrible.
The beautifully painted Fidric.
And just to draw a point of that, we've got literally 8 Lords of War at some point or another, and just to top it all off, you've got one of the strongest loyalist units around. with
Just-
fire drakes as your reward is treason.
Just in case.
It's like you're taking the piss.
In the Kyberus as well, they're expensive. They are expensive.
I should bloody hope so. They're horrendous to find. They're so powerful.
And then, just in case, because I thought, oh god, Alfarius is all the way over there with his bodyguard. How do I get him back into the fight? So the special K. Fire the special key.
Jump him in that.
I think those Volkite calivers or whatever were like probably the most useless unit in the game.
Of course, dude.
Yeah.
Remember, I did charge Lorgar into the Cataphractii on the other side.
So here's your bodyguard with Lorgar into the
Yeah, there they are.
yeah Cataphractii Terminators.
And they did absolutely fuck all.
Still got a
It's
casual
gonna be great.
knight just sitting off to the left there. Yeah, so
And I
pick.
won't mind. On paper, he's got some good stats. You know, he makes himself quite strong. There's +2 strength on the Illuminarium. You know, there's a whole. Has he got psychic powers? Is he going to cast them? You know. And then he went, right, I am Lorgar, scion of the word bearer. Yeah, your turn, because I didn't really do any damage. And they're just regular ass Cataphractii. There was nothing special about them, was there? They were just
No.
literally there for shits.
And we repeated that round of combat just to see
Yeah.
what would happen, and then I don't think we even rolled the dice. I think at that point it was very sad.
I think eventually Lorgar would win, simply for the fact that, you know, he's got Eternal Warrior, and at that point I think we called it, didn't we, I guess?
Yeah, we called the game. That was quite
It was
good.
a resounding victory to the Alpha Legion.
Yeah, I think we stopped
Last
counting.
game,
Yeah, I think it got to about 13 something or other, 13-6.
Victory points was, yeah. It was
Yeah.
13-6.
But it was just at the point where you'd lost too much to be able to get back into the game. It just wasn't
Half my points were actually from your units killing
worth it.
themselves.
So. But there you go, guys. 12,000 points. Word Bearers versus Alpha Legion. Thanks very much for watching, and it was one of the most fun games we've had. But both of us thoroughly enjoyed it, and we think we're going to try and organise another one again soon.
Definitely.
So
Yeah, thanks, guys.
thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time, guys.